BizB, the insight you need. I'm Zhuzhu. The Biden administration has continued to build its economic barricade against China. The CHIPS Act aims to deprive China access to U.S. semiconductor technology and its supply chains. The Inflation Reduction Act, which contains electric vehicle subsidies, is cutting China out of another area of supply chains. Both have breached World Trade Organization rules. From 2020 to 2022, several well-known U.S. medical machinery companies joined the China National Medical Device Company's mass product procurement program, but later allegedly refused to provide those products to Chinese medical institutions, saying it was due to U.S. government sanctions against the Xinjiang Production and Construction Corps. Such a move has seriously undermined the rights to human rights and safety of people in Xinjiang, and runs counter to human rights that the U.S. claims to protect and fight for. It will also have a chilling effect on cooperation between companies from the two countries. Earlier on Wednesday, the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Committee voted along party lines to give President Joe Biden the power to ban Chinese-owned TikTok. This would be the most far-reaching U.S. restriction on any social media app. All of these measures are driving the U.S. towards a decoupling of the two largest economies in the world, increasing the risk of a new Cold War. The U.S. bent towards protectionism may undermine the rule-based global order that it created after World War II. This may impact all countries and industries. The International Monetary Fund said that fragmentation could cost the global economy up to 7% of GDP in a report, which is roughly the combined annual output of Germany and Japan. Some forecasts by the IMF are even bleaker. Estimates that include an expected technological disconnect between regions suggest that countries could lose up to 12% of GDP. Inevitably, these losses have the greatest impact on low-income countries that rely on trade to promote their economic growth. If developing countries are deprived of the opportunities to lift poverty through trade, they may become more unstable and become a new source of global conflict. Economic globalization is an irreversible trend throughout history. It is impossible to completely exclude China from the world. Even as the US and China are far apart politically, they're closely intertwined tighter economically. US-China trade in goods hit a new record in 2022. Total imports and exports grew 2.5% year-on-year to reach over $690 billion, breaking the previous record set in 2018. Just like what Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang said at the G20 Foreign Ministers meeting session on March the 2nd, and I quote, "Global affairs should be handled by all through discussion. No one should engage in power politics or even block confrontation. We need to promote the sound development of globalization, reject unilateralism, protectionism, and attempts to decouple or sever supply chains, and ensure the stable and smooth operation of global industrial and supply chains. Only through deepening cooperation will both sides win. This will also benefit the world economy."